readers, welcome to Read Aloud with Mrs. Na, where we will interactively read together and practice some reading comprehension skills. In the meantime, while having so much fun, we are going to read the story called The Cool Bean from the #1 New York Times best-selling team, Jory John and Pete Oswald. You can find other books of theirs on our channel. We have, I think, read all of them. I think this might be our last one. We love this book series at our house, so I cannot wait to share this one with you. Looking at the Cool Bean picture, the cover of the story, where do you think the story takes place? Yeah, we can infer or use clues from the picture and then our own knowledge to fill in the gaps and draw conclusions about what we think. And as I'm looking at this picture, I see a little hopscotch area. I see a little playground area. I'm going to infer that the setting of the story, or where the story takes place, that's also called the setting, is at a school. Let's read to find out. I love this picture. It's so funny. As you're looking at this picture, what do you see? Many different kinds of beans with sunglasses. Yeah. Which one is your favorite bean? Can you point and describe it to me? Yes, I love that. It's so cute. Well, let's find out who our main character is and if our main character is a cool bean or not. Let's find out. The Cool Bean, written by Jory John and illustrations by Pete Oswald. It's a Harper book, published book. As I'm looking at the picture, what are some clues to help you infer or make conclusions that they are the cool beans? The sunglasses and the types of clothes, right? That leather jacket and the hat. Maybe the way they are standing or leaning. So let's find out what's going on with these cool beans. Watch out! Here come the cool beans. The cool beans. Can you show me what a cool bean would look like if you were a cool bean? What would you do? Looking at this picture, I think we inferred correctly about the setting of the story, because on the top it says Beanside Elementary School. And look at everyone. How are the other beans reacting? Yeah, they're acting like they're pretty enamored or obsessed or loving these beans. Like they're Harry Styles walking down, right? Even this mom or dad with this little baby bean is excited and in awe of these cool beans. Oh yeah, check out how they move. Look at the way they swagger. Notice their sunglasses. Yow! Have you ever heard the term swag? Like he's got swag or she's got swag. It's the way that they, look at the way they swagger. It's the way that they are kind of holding themselves, the way that they behave, the way that they walk. It's like very confident, almost arrogantly and proud. The cool beans are known all over school, from house to house, across town, beyond county lines. Wow, these cool beans are like celebrity status. In the olden days, last year, we were all one big pot of beans. We were a mixed bag, but somehow it worked. Yep, those were the good old days. And then we stopped seeing each other as much. That's just how it is sometimes. You spend less time together, even though you're not totally sure why. Has this ever happened to you and your friends, where you used to be so close, but after some time passes, you kind of drift away from each other? This little chickpea bean is under the tire going, sigh. Can you infer or try to think, fill in the gaps without the words being there, how this chickpea must be feeling? It seems like to me, I can infer that this little chickpea does not feel so happy about not being friends really with the cool beans. Let's find out why and how he feels. I watched as the beans I knew so well, the beans from my own pod, became the cool beans. Oh, they were so cool. One of them could play the guitar. Cool. That one looks like an edamame bean. One of them could draw the best superheroes. Cool. One of them could jump higher than any other bean I'd ever known. Cool. Now that one looks like a kidney bean or a lima bean to me. All I know is they look pretty cool. Me? This little chickpea, let's find out. Well, I mostly stayed the same. Sure, I made some small changes. I wore sunglasses. It's called Ray-Bean instead of Ray-Ban. Too big. I slicked my hair back. Too slick. I strutted around. Ow! I swaggered. Oof! This chickpea is trying really hard. I was still picked last for everything. My clothes never seemed to fit. I snorted when I laughed. Honk. I walked into stuff. Whump. I was an uncool bean. For sure. I kind of resonate, or I can feel, or I can connect. That's something what another good reader does to this little chickpea. I am very clumsy and I walk into things all the time. I started thinking of myself as just a common bean with no special skills. I couldn't compete, so I didn't even try. I'd never be a cool bean. Oh, this chickpea does not seem very confident in himself. It seemed like there were two types of beans in the world. There were the cool beans. This is at Laguna Beach, which is really funny. And the beans like me. The days all blended together. I lived my life and things were just okay. I took tests and ate lunches and mostly kept to myself. The cool beans continued being cool. I mean, sure, I missed them a bit, but it's not like I was gonna say anything. It felt like all that coolness had gotten in the way of our friendship, and that's how it went. Until one day, I wonder, something a good reader does. Reading is thinking, so let me think. I wonder what happens that changes all this. I wonder when it says until one day they become friends again. Well, let's see. I was in the cafeteria. Raise your hand if you have a cafeteria at your school. I dropped my lunch on my loafers. Oh no, not again. Loafers are like shoes, type of shoes. But then something sort of miraculous happened. Out of nowhere, one of the cool beans helped me clean it up. He didn't even say anything. He just gave me a nod. That was it. Can you give me a nod? Yeah, a nod is like when you move your head from your chin all the way down to your chest. Kind of like a yes. Now that is a really cool bean for doing that, for helping. Later, I was on the playground. I tripped ouch, scraped my knee and maybe cried a little bit. And everybody saw it. I'm going to infer that this little chickpea probably feels embarrassed. Another one of the cool beans came to my side. And without a word, he dusted me off. Wow! These cool beans really are cool. No wonder they're cool beans. That afternoon, I was sitting in class. I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't notice, but our teacher had called on me and everybody stared and I sat there in silence and nobody said anything. Raise your hand if that has happened to you before. That has happened to me. And then everybody just laughed at me. That was it. After today, I was officially a has-been. It's a play on words. That's funny. I mean, has been. Oh no. Chickpea cannot feel good about that. But then one of the cool beans stood up. Looks like this cute edamame bean. Came over to me. Everybody watched. She leaned in close and whispered, "Hey, the teacher asked you to read from page 32. Then she gave me a quick wink and went back to her seat. Wow, she is cool. It was a small gesture, sure, but it was also everything. Now, can you give me a wink? Yeah, a wink is when you close just one eye. It's kind of to say, hey, it's a special thing between you and me. It was a small gesture. What do you think gesture might mean? Yeah, it was like a small act, a very small act of kindness. But it was everything. And if you look back, if we summarize and go back to how the chickpea was helped, the cool beans, did they help in big ways or in small gestures? Yeah, they were all just small gestures, right? Just picking up the lunch after it was dropped, helping somebody as they fell, helping somebody find out what page you're on. Those are all really small gestures, but they really made the chickpea's day. I walked home with a goofy smile on my face. I smiled all the way through dinner. That day made all the difference. It was a day that could have been really bad if not for the kindness of a few cool beans. It gave me a shred of confidence. That shred of confidence has continued to grow. Now, if you don't know what confidence means, confidence is it's like that feeling or belief that you really are something, that you really can do something, right? It's this appreciation. I appreciate this thing about myself. And this little chickpea is finally having some confidence. It says a shred of confidence. I don't know if you've ever had shredded cheese. Is a shred of cheese really big or really small? Really small. But if you put all the shreds together, what happens? You can make a really big pile of cheese. So that shred of confidence has continued to grow and grow and grow. He's feeling better about himself. All because of 3 small, kind acts. Somebody had my back. Or a few somebodies. After that, I started hanging out with the cool beans again. How have you been? Get it? How have you been? He's confident enough to make a joke, and look, the beans are laughing. Not all the time, but sometimes. At lunch, after school, even on the weekends. Throughout all of this, I realized that it's not about how you look or any of that other silly stuff. What's he throwing away in the trash? Yeah, he's throwing away the things that he thought made them cool. He thought it was the sunglasses or the hair gel that made him cool. So we're going to get to the moral of the story, meaning the lesson of the story. It's about a wink. Give me a wink. A nod. Show me a nod. Or a smile. Give me your best smile, readers. at just the right moment. It's about dusting somebody off, helping them up again, and pointing them in the right direction. Boys and girls, this is the best part of being kind. Now that the cool beans were kind to the chickpea is being kind to this mama bean and baby bean, and cleaning up or helping somebody, picking another bean up and helping that bean pick up their books. You need a hand? Yes, please. Now, that's cool. That's what makes you cool, kids. It's not the sunglasses. It's not the jacket. It's not the hats after all. It's the small acts of kindness. I love this book. I love these books. If you have read The Good Egg, The Bad Seed, The Cool Bean, or The Great Escape, which one has been your favorite? And if you have not read the other books by Jory, John, and Pete Oswald, check them out on this channel. Bye, everyone. Hope you do some cool bean acts today.